my channel, The Baking Diva. Well, it happens to be Super Bowl Sunday. So I'm making a little dish here for my family, for my husband and my son, and myself. Now, I am not a football fan. Never have been. But I usually join in for a while anyway. And as you can see by my shirt, I hang around for the food, the commercials, and I've had this shirt for a few years. So it says the halftime show, but lately, I'm sorry, but I haven't been a fan of the halftime show. I mean, it's on my shirt, that's what it says, so that's what it is for today. So today, I want to make you a delicious party dish. It doesn't have to be for Super Bowl Sunday. It can be for any party, or it could be for any dinner. We are going to make roast beef sliders on the Hawaiian roll. Now you're going to hear sizzling in the background because I am cooking my onions. I'm caramelizing some onions, and I'll put a clip in to show you what I'm doing with the onion. Okay, as you can see, I melted 2 tablespoons of butter in the frying pan. And then what I did is I took 1 onion, just a sweet onion, and as you can see here, I cut it into slices. So I'm going to put these slices into the pan with the butter. Alrighty. Hear those things sizzling? Now you're going to try to cut your onions into, well, I guess you can say 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch slices. Now over medium heat, I'm going to put a little salt in there with the onions, and I'm going to stir them every few minutes until the onions start to brown. So I'll do that now. Now once I'm done with that, I'm going to cover the pan, and I'm going to cook the onions for about 4 minutes. Then I'm going to take the cover off the pan and cook for an additional 10 to 12 minutes, stirring every few minutes until the onions start to brown. I'll turn down the heat. I want the onions to caramelize, so I'm going to begin doing that. I'll do this off camera. I'll show you what the onions look like once they fall apart here and I've got them all caramelized. But while the onions are caramelizing over there, we're going to get started. Now, who's playing in the Super Bowl? Are you all watching it? I don't know. I haven't followed it. I'm sure some of you are maybe Tom Brady fans and some of you may not. I happen to be. Don't hate on me if you don't like him. But he's not playing this year. So I'm really not all that interested. But I understand the Philadelphia Eagles and Tim, who's the other team?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, and the Kansas City Chiefs. They're playing in the Super Bowl. Told you I'm not a football fan. But I am a fan of eating, so I'll participate in that part of it. So what are you going to need now? Usually I buy 2 packages of Hawaiian, the King's Hawaiian rolls. But since there's only 3 of us, I just bought a small package of 12. So that'll be good enough for us today. And I have a baking dish that they'll fit in perfectly. So while my onions are caramelizing, I have here, and I'm going to put it in a very small bowl, 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. And there's a secret ingredient that goes in this that is really yummy. And it is horseradish, prepared horseradish. We're putting in here a teaspoon, not much, of prepared horseradish. Gives it a little zing with that roast beef. It's so good. And I'm going to put in a little bit of black pepper. 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. That's good. Alrighty. And I'm going to mix that all up. You can use a whisk or you can use a spoon. That's up to you. So we're getting that mixed up here. These are a perfect little tray of sliders to put out for a party. Alrighty. I'm gonna make this quick because I think the festivities downstairs have already started and they're waiting for their food already. Alright. So I'm going to take my baking pan. Normally if I use 2 packages, I use a 9 by 13 baking pan. This one's a little smaller, my Ray Dunn pan. And I'm going to, first of all, take my sliders. They come right out of here. Take my Hawaiian rolls. And I'm going to take a long knife. Let me get these out. Now, I like to use the Savory Hawaiian rolls. If you don't have them, don't worry about it. You can use the other ones. But my preference would be the Savory ones. So let me take this out. Okay, put it over here. And with my knife, I'm going to cut right down the middle of these rolls. Because we want to have, 2 sides, the bottom and the top. Let me go down there. Try to go down the middle the best you can. Okay. Whoopsie! Oh, all righty. Okay, so I have the Hawaiian rolls split in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the bottom half, let me take these off, into my dish. So lift them right up and place them in there. There you go. If you can get them in there in one piece, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Righty. Now I'm just going to keep the tops of my rolls aside here. Now you're going to need roast beef. Now I have the roast beef from the deli. You're going to need about 1/2 pound of it. I think this is a slight bit more, but the recipe calls for about 1/2 pound. Okay, so I'm going to take my roast beef, my hands are clean, and I'm going to place it on the top of the bottom of the roll. All right, this roast beef looks pretty good. Haven't been eating a lot of roast beef lately with the price of beef, but I wanted to do something special tonight. Oh yes. Yummy. I want to eat a piece of this right now. Are any of you watching the Super Bowl? Or are you watching me now make these roast beef sliders? Woo! Okay. Now, if you want to make a larger quantity of this, you'll have to buy 2 packages of the rolls. And you probably need maybe about, I guess, I don't know, maybe 1 pound of the roast beef, the sliced roast beef. I'm being very generous with this. Alrighty, looking good. I'll put 1 more piece on. I'm hungry. Alright. You know what? I'm going to put it all on. Why not? The more the merrier. Alright, let me put that aside. So we have the bottom of the rolls, and we have our yummy roast beef on the top, as you can see. Oh, I should tell you, I'm going to put, in the more box down below, I'm going to put a couple of links because a few years ago, I did a collaboration, and it was with Mitch and Phillip, their channel. And I remember, I think I wore this shirt, but I had cheerleading pom-poms in my hand and all. And I made a little appetizer. It was little Crabbies, they were called. And then quite a few years ago, I did cookie dough, edible cookie dough footballs that you dipped in chocolate. So if anybody wants to go back and see them, I'm going to put that down below in the description box. And you can head on over and watch those. All right. So now we have the roast beef on top of the bottoms of the rolls. Okay, now I have some shredded cheddar cheese. You're going to need 8 ounces of it, and I'm going to sprinkle that over the top of the roast beef. This happens to be a 12-ounce bag, so I'm not going to need all of it. Oh boy, when that cheese melts on top of that roast beef, oh yeah. Alrighty. I think the men in my family are going to be singing my praise. So, do any of you watch the Super Bowl? Do you have a particular team that you like? Do you watch the whole thing, or are you like me? You kind of go in and out and just watch maybe commercials and, oh, this is good. Maybe the commercials and the halftime. I honestly used to love the halftime, but I haven't been that thrilled with it in the last few years, so that's just me. Alrighty, so we have the cheese on there. Okay, so now I'm going to spread on my mixture on the top of the cheese. Just spread it around lightly. It's yummy. That horseradish just gives it a slight kick, and it's really good with the roast beef. Okay. Spooning it on, then I'm just going to spread it a little bit with a knife. It's going to kind of all melt together anyway. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I did put my cookie recipe on there, which is to die for. You still have time to make it before Valentine's Day. Just spreading this a little bit over the top. It's a little messy, but the messier the better. All this cheese is going to melt. Alrighty, good. Then I head on over to the stove. I want to check my caramelized onions and see how they're doing. Okay, I have my caramelized softened onions, and I'm going to place them on top. Spread them on top. They smell divine. Oh yeah. I think the guys are going to like this. At least I hope so. Alright. Now, once I put the tops on these, so I'm going to put these in my oven at 350 degrees for about maybe 13 minutes. It's not very long. Then I'm going to take them out. Oh, these onions smell so good. I'm going to take them out, and I'm going to make myself a little mixture of some butter and some garlic, just in like a very small pan. And then I'm going to take this out after the 15 or the 13 minutes, and I'm going to brush that garlic mixture over the top of the rolls. Get these on here. Oh, they sure look good. Turn these around so they look perfect. All right. Oh boy. This is going to be messy and yummy. All right. So let me put these babies into my preheated oven, and I'll be back in about 13 minutes. We'll brush them with a little bit of our garlic and butter, and then we'll serve them and do a taste testing. I told them to keep it downstairs because I told them not to make too much noise downstairs because I was making a video. So it's pretty quiet down there. I'll tell them for the next 13 minutes they can turn up the volume. So stay tuned. Okay, I took the sliders out of the oven. They were in there for 13 minutes. I can see all the cheese and the sauce is melted. Now, in this little mini frying pan, you don't need to use one this small, I put 2 tablespoons of butter and garlic. I'll put the recipe down below for you. So we're going to brush the tops of the rolls with this garlic butter mixture. Oh yeah, that's gonna be yummy. And then we're going to do a taste testing. I think the men downstairs are getting hungry. Men! Is anybody winning so far?
Yes.
Who?
Eagles 14-7.
Eagles 14-7 so far. So sorry I'm missing it. I'm having more fun making my sliders, my roast beef sliders. And don't forget to put that, don't forget to put the horseradish in there, because that horseradish with the roast beef, oh, just gives it such a yummy flavor. All right, these are looking good. Okay, you're just gonna brush the tops. Now, we're gonna do a taste testing. I'm sure these are gonna be hot. So you can take a knife, or I have this little spatula, and I'm gonna try to cut through one of the rolls. In fact, I think I'm gonna need a knife because of the roast beef. So let me try one. I'm gonna take an end one. Oh yeah. Ladies first, the men will have to wait. Okay, put that there. I don't know what it tastes like, but it sure smells delicious. Okay. All right, let me take my spatula and see if I can get that out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get this cut. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness. Those onions and the melted cheese. I'll put a still in for you. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna take a bite of this. This looks so good. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that onion. Oh, look at that. That roast beef. Oh, and the melted cheese and that sauce. Let me see. Oh. Mmm. 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 So good. So good. Well, the men are getting restless. Oh, this is delicious. The men are getting restless down there. They're hungry and they want to eat. So I'm going to bring this tray downstairs with some dishes and let them enjoy. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you. I'm trying to get my channel to grow a little bit, and I have a lot of great recipes coming up. So, if you're watching the Super Bowl, you're not watching me. Maybe you'll watch a rerun, a repeat of this. But please make these. They are delicious. Oh my goodness. So thank you all for watching. I guess I'll go downstairs and join the men for a little while. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. I really do. So once again, enjoy your night. Have a great week. I'll be back with another yummy recipe, and love you all. So I'll see you soon. Toodles. Oh my goodness.